Hi gang, welcome back to the Ornery Latina. Do you like my new hat? Isn't this so sexy? Yes, sexy. Oh no, you're looking at the clock and it's gonna go what? No, we're gonna ignore the cuckoo, okay? We're gonna talk about something very important to me. The Ornery Latina is very pro-military. You guys all know I'm a military brat. My dad was in the Navy. And I really care about our military. Hey, Bill, I know you want me to look up because this hat is covering up my beautiful face, but you know what? My eye's twitching really bad and I want to cover it up. I have this nervous condition like I've just developed because I've just been under stress in the last few weeks, but what really stresses me out is our military. We've had many plane crashes, 4 ship collisions, and the Admiral said it's because of the lack of training. Why is that? Well, put it together, we're going to blame it on 8 years of Obama. He has completely cut the budget so bad. There goes the cuckoo. See, even the clock agrees with me about this, but Obama sucks, okay? 4 years of this guy, no bueno. He's been giving all our money to the illegal aliens. Terrible. It was shameful. I'm just gonna let this go first. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. Okay, now I can talk. Anyway, it's really disturbing because when it's getting so bad that the McCain ship like loses 10 guys, probably because they got crushed because they fucking bashed the ship into something, and like who was driving, like, you know, and really, why is the training so bad? Well, you know, take the health club that I work for. We only get 3 hours of training and then they throw you out there expecting you to know everything, and then people come up to you and ask you questions and you look like a freaking moron. Okay, so we know that company's bad because it's one of the top 10 worst, but you know, our military needs to be good, and the reason why is because our allies want to get us, and they're sitting back and they're watching everything, and they're seeing that we are unprepared to do business, you know, and we are unprepared. We can't even protect our own border people. And now we can't even drive our ships, and now our airplanes are just freaking falling out of the sky. Like, what the hell is going on here? I want to tell you a story because Ornery Latina is really good with stories. My dad was in the military, and it was years ago when I was a really ornery teenager. And you know, he would leave for these like little duty trips and stuff like that, and I would be so happy because I could just go out and party and stay out all night and just like bamboozle my mother. But I couldn't get away with that with my father, you know. So anyway, he was going to go on this long trip to Florida to fly the plane back to one state to pick it up, pick up another one, drop that one off, and anyway, he knew the plane was in bad condition because he was one of the maintenance guys. He knew the plane was a wreck, and all the crewmen knew that the reason why they were taking it back to Florida was because they were going to pick up a new and better plane. But guess what, guys? The plane never made it to Florida. Now, my dad, he loved to fly, and he loved to go on these trips, and his buddy had some family out in Florida, and he begged my dad to take his place. I mean, he said, "Oh, please, you know, I have family out there," and you know, the Ornery Latina was home, and my dad was going through a lot of problems with me, so he hung around a little bit more, you know, when I was in my teen years, and I'm glad he did because, you know, he's alive today because of that. The guy flew back with some other guys and borrowed my dad's magic book and borrowed my dad's duffel bag, and guess what? The plane just freaking fucking caught on fire in the air, and they crashed into a mountain, and it was just so tragic, and it could have been avoided. And this was like pre-Obama, so can you imagine like what the fuck was going on when we had Barack Obama? Because this was back when my dad retired in 82, so like this had to be back in the 70s, and I don't remember, Bill, who the hell was president back then?
Nixon.
Yeah, that was it was all Nixon's fault, you know, but anyway, let's blame Nixon. Long story short, it has gotten so bad because it has gone downhill since Nixon. I mean, you know, then we had Reagan, and Reagan actually beefed up some things, and he did okay. But then, you know, you had Bush Sr. coming behind that guy, and he fucked everything all up again. You know, he didn't do anything that he said he was going to do. He let all the drug cartels in. I mean, the war on drugs was a scam. And the guy, you don't want to get me started on the guy, because you know what, he's 90 something years old, and I said enough bad things about him already. And I mean, you know, the evidence is out there, you know, and his legacy is just gone up in smoke along with all our fucking helicopters. But you know what, what's going to make America great again, you guys, is going to be a great president that's making great hats, that is making great stuff happen for us, who is a caring guy, who the media is completely like just annihilating, you know, because they don't want to see us make America great. A lot of these socialist little bastards, you know, are globalists, and they don't give a rat's ass about you and I. But you know what's going to make us great is if we protect our guys that are out there putting their lives on the line for us. And that's what's going to make us great again. And you guys, we need to beef up our military spending, you know, funds, and we need to, like, you know, make sure that we train these guys well, and really treat our men in uniform awesomely, because if we don't, we're going to end up really fucking ourselves. Excuse my French. Have a great day. Make America great.